Hello everyone. That word nearly didn't come out. Hi everyone. Um, I'm here this evening to do some readings on subscribers if they're here and they want their readings read. Other than that, I'm just going to chat and do some other readings for maybe internet purposes, which I did 2 weeks ago. Also, I am aware I've got a bit of a lisp. I got dental work done last week, and I'm trying to get used to how it all feels. And my tongue and teeth and stuff are all in my way at the moment. Um, but I'm good for a while. I need 2 fillings, and then I'm good for another 2 years. So that's good. Um, so don't even know how much this battery is going to last. It's half charged. Um, I was downstairs with my grandson, and we were having nanny and grandson talks. I kind of tried to psychoanalyze him a little bit, um, see how his little mind is working at the moment. So I don't know what to talk about, and I haven't done these enough. I really need to get more in tune with doing them. I did a TikTok live earlier on, and I was a Yorkshire lass. There was different filters, and I hit on one that had my mouth upside down, and so my mouth was talking and I had buggy eyes, but it was a woman, so I don't know why I felt she was a Yorkshire lass. So yeah, she was from Yorkshire, and she had her husband Tommy. She'd Tommy there on the back, on the wall in the back. She had a lovely picture of Tommy she had. It was grand, so it was. She was very proud of her Tommy. And then we had her son at the bottom. He was only a young lad. So that was what I was doing all day. Talking in an accent and psychoanalyzing my grandson. So I think we'll start out with reading. We'll start out with reading for everybody, for the collective. I can never really shuffle the cards lengthways because my hands aren't long enough, so I always have to shuffle them upside down. Upside down, lads. Um, I actually um I actually went on a short. I found a short when I went to come on here. There was a short from another reader that I actually listen to a lot. She's very good. And that card is actually what she was explaining. Um, time now is for everybody to move forward with their life. It's the right time for them to do that. People have opened, let's say, a portal on the 888 last week. There was a portal opened that we could think into existence the things that we wanted. How the portal 888 came about was 2024. So you've got the 2 and the 0 is 2. 2 and 2 from the 24 is 4. And 4 and 4 from the 24 is 8. Let me show you that on a piece of paper in case I didn't explain it right. But because the portal opened up, everybody was able to. Okay. These are bifocals, by the way, and I thought my table, my desk was moving. So how does that become 8? So we have the 2. We have the 2 there. Plus 0 equals 2 and 0 is 2. 2 plus that 2 equals 4. 4 plus that 4 equals 8. So it was an 8, 8, 8. The 8th day of the 8th month, 2024. 8, 8, 8 portal. And it was all over the internet. These glasses are going to disturb me now, trying to look down. I can't look down with them. Anyway, so the 888 portal opened up. Everybody could dream a dream, look for things that they wanted to change about themselves, and it was a progressive in yourself kind of portal. And if you wanted to aspire to anything, if you wanted to go to college, if you wanted to write a book, if you wanted to earn a living, or if you even just wanted a holiday, if you wanted to get away for a day, that portal would have been there to enhance that ability to do that, save a few pounds or whatever. So that was that, and that was what came up here. Right, it's time. You're flying high right now, and everything can happen that you need to happen, but watch out for the people who are the begrudgers. There's always begrudgers in life. That's the one thing that we can always be sure of. You can have 100 friends and 99 of them can be begrudgers. A begrudger here, it means we have awful queer words over here in Ireland that means something completely different everywhere else. I've just have to say in another one. But the way we haven't evolved language-wise. That's not true, we have. But begrudger is somebody that'll say, oh Jesus, you done a great bit of gardening today. And look at the roses, they're doing fine, not a bother on them. You're a great old gardener, aren't you? And as soon as your back is turned, effing bitch. Don't know where she got the soil from. I bet she took it out with the bog out the road to make those flowers grow that way. She wouldn't grow them on that soil because I have the same soil as her. I live next door to her, so I don't know how she's grown them that well, and I can't grow them, so F her anyway. So that would be your begrudger. That's a person who begrudges anything you've got or anything you've come across. So don't listen to the begrudgers. And that was what the message that actually that girl was saying that I listened to. She was talking about, now is the time for you to move forward, to do whatever it is you want to exceed your expectations. And she put it like, there'll be people at the bottom of a mountain looking at you thinking that you wouldn't progress, but you will progress and you will get further up that mountain, and they will look at you in awe as you climb that highest mountain. And it's something good to do. People want, not everybody, there are some people that will cheerlead you on. Oh my God, I'm led now into my reflection diary. It said to me, today's reflection was to write a letter to someone who you love. So I wrote a letter to my children and grandchildren. So yeah, not everyone begrudges you. So it's not everybody. People will be out there to cheer you on. You have your cheerleaders. You know who your cheerleaders are and will be, and that card is upside down. Wait, shall I show you? It hasn't turned, so I don't know what's going on there. Can you see it? I don't know, but it hasn't turned. I haven't turned the. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the other two are turned and that one's not. I can't. Don't still. Wait. I could have turned the camera, but that was like too much effort for me at the moment. But yeah, this one is still upside down, so I don't know what's there yet. Yeah, don't listen to people who try and keep you pulled back in life. Power forward, power ahead, as much as you want to, or as much as you feel fit. You know what's right for you. Um, you know what's right for you might be a car, and you aspire to get that car. What's right for somebody else might be a good roast dinner, and they'll aspire to try and get that roast dinner cooked perfectly and whatever else. You can see little my table of cards and stuff is off there. So another person might be aspiring to getting higher in the business that they're working in for the last 30 years that they haven't progressed anywhere. Sometimes life is hard. Atlantic, right? Okay, I have to try. I'm going to take them off. Athena, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others and as well as yourself. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in loving ways that benefit others as well as yourself. It's kind of the parent card, isn't it? It'd be like the Empress card in the tarot. So even as you move forward in your life, you know those people that are around you that need to be benefited by this. For example, I had my children and I went to college to better my life, my life for my kids, and that's what's saying. You power forward in what you need to do and what you want to do, but you also need to take into the people that specifically are changed in that way. So they need to benefit it as well as you. So don't go highbrow and spending all the savings of the family and coming back and it not being right, not doing the right thing. A lot of people still do that. They put the cart before the horse. They put the money before the outcome. So it was Desiree that was upside down. No conditions aren't favourable. That's no. Okay, no. Conditions aren't favourable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help, guide, and comfort you. So, in one sense, they're telling you to move forward, but yet, actually, do you know what? I would imagine what would come out. Okay, I don't have to imagine. Usually, what usually will come after that card is a student card, which tells you to learn the lessons you need to do before moving forward. And hi, Elizabeth. Blankenship. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? So this is telling you no. Usually, it tells you to find out more information on what you want to move forward with before you move forward. So, It is a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and I am protecting you during these changes. So this isn't going to take a small little a day or two. This is, oh, I can never find the viewfinder. This could take a while for it to come into fruition, but the time to start looking at ideas and looking at things that you can do for yourself and your family and those who would benefit, even if you wanted to go into a healthcare field, or look, even librarians are helpful, even shopkeepers are helpful. So if you want to go into a helpful field, um, those people would be benefiting from you right now as well. But it is time to give birth to new ideas. This is also giving birth, literally, having your baby. Birth to ideas, children. I'm being told animals, flowers. What else would you give birth to? What else would you start afresh and build on? Brings me back to the garden. Okay. See, everything in that I'm told by angels and what comes up in the angels will eventually all unfold, and it'll all bring it back around full circle. So I want to tell a funny story. My mother, oh my God, talking about the garden. My mother, anyway, lad up the road. My mother passed when I was very young. She was 54. And there was a man up the road, and he was very jealous of her flowers. And he had a big farm, and he had the best of manure and stuff like that to build his garden. And Mammy was green fingered. She just had to look at a flower and it would bloom. That's literally it. She could grow anything. But it was October, November this year anyway, and he was walking past and he was looking over the wall. And this is probably what put this idea in my head anyway about the flower and the garden. But he'd looking off the wall, and he'd up and down the road. Like, we lived right out in the sticks of the country. And he had to come in any one day. And he said, Mr. John, how have you your garden so great? And she gave him this spiel about 7-Up, and you put the 7-Up into this and all this into that, and the whole lot, and the garden it'll be perfectly bloomed. But the funny part is, a few days before that, she was sick and tired of him looking at her flowers and comparing the two gardens, his and hers, that she went and she bought the most lifelike um, fake flowers. I'm looking at this here. It's a pen, but she would pick the most, not this, of course, but a really, really, really real looking one. And she planted them in among the rose bushes. And he never copped on for ages. That even at Christmas and the snow on the ground, the roses were still going. Anyway, there's a lot of stories from my road. Let me tell you that another time, my brothers and sisters were getting a VCR set or something like that, or a video camcorder thing from back in the 80s. And I've been talking about back in the day. And anyway, your man goes and he bought new TV, new VCR set, a camcorder. He bought the works, and that's what they used to do. They used to just drive him mad by telling them that they bought this, that, and the other, and they didn't really. Anyway, let's go on. Teresa, time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs that it's time for you to take time to stop and take care of yourself. So the whole story for the collective, for everyone, is the portal opened up on 888. We were able to put our wishes and our dreams and everything into action and write down different things that we needed to do. I really should have come on the 8th of the 8th, but I was starting my dental stuff. And I would have been worse lisping than I am right now until I get sorted. So the portal opened up last week, but it's still there. You can still capitalize on the fact that you can put into motion what you've been wanting to do for quite a while now. Don't be thinking about other people and their ideas about things. Go with your own intuition and do things your way. There will always be people begrudging you in the background. There always will. People that will think you won't do it, but you strive to do it, and you'll end up finishing up what you need to do, what you need to have done. But it's telling you to wait, that this isn't going to take, it's not going to be like an instant like that. You have to plan ahead, you have to think ahead, write down different situations and sort out. Like in football, soccer here, we'd say mind your house. And it's take care of your surroundings and your part to play. Don't be worrying about other people if they're doing what. Don't be looking outside the box. Stay inside your box and keep an eye on what you're doing and what you need to have done, because those people outside of your box might as well be throwing stones, because some people just don't want you to do this. Now, birth new ideas and think of new ideas, new ways. There's always, if you're stuck in a rut, there's always a way to get out of it. I'm a writer. I write, and I could have 20 pages written before I'll come to a proper conclusion. And if you're a writer, I don't know what that, if you're a visual person and you need to see things being done to connect A, B, and C, you could be an audible person who has to hear it. So I was in a theatre here, and one woman, she'd have her lines off like that, and it boggled the rest of us, like how she had her lines off. Personally, I wanted to learn everyone's lines, because I was always the person that if they get stuck in their part of a play, that means I'm stuck. So I want to be able to prompt the person onto their whatever they're meant to say, whatever. But this woman, anyway, she'd have her lines off quick as lightning. But didn't she put them on? She'd record them on a dictaphone. This is completely off track as well. I'm always off track. I never stayed on track. It's dreadful. But she would do her parts in the play, and she would record them on a dictaphone and put them onto a cassette, where she played them in the car, or she'd burn them onto CDs, play them in the car, so as it was constantly going and going and going in her head. So that's how she was audible. I like to practice. I like to practice things. I like to get in and do it so that I know how to do it. Like if I had to know how to change oil or put oil in the car or whatever, stuff like that. I'd need to be shown it once or twice, but if you give me a book, I'd never learn. Never. Elizabeth, you're very, very patient with me and my stories. Yeah, so, and I write because as I'm writing, I'm thinking. Anyway, so it's telling you to put new ideas out there and build on your ideas, put new ideas onto stuff. If you're stuck, there's a lot of jobs and there's a lot of places where people feel just stagnant and stuck right now. So you need to clear out all that clutter out of your head, because times are changing, times are going to change, and life isn't going to be the way that we thought it was. That's a whole way of thinking. We have to bring in new ways of thinking now. So you have to think outside the box. You have to put yourself through the paces of how things need to be done now, because they're not going to be able to be done the way they were, let's say, a decade ago. We all know it's less than a decade. It's about 5, maybe 7 years, but we'll put a decade on it. I'm trying to think of an example of how things have changed while we weren't looking. Actually, look, we'll go with an air fryer. Like before this, we had to cook our food in the oven. Well, we still cook. I still cook food in the oven. Cook food on the stove, cook food in the oven. When I was younger and the kids were small, I had what we call a Stanley range, where we would cook our soups, our stews, our whatever in on top of the range. This provided heat for the house as well. And in the oven, we would put cakes, buns, breads in the oven. But now you just take out your bread loaf maker, plug that in, throw in the dough. It's going to be done in a few minutes. Throw on your air fryer, put a few hash browns in there and a couple of rashers, whatever. And there's your fresh breakfast. Where years ago it would have taken maybe, oh my god, probably a whole day. You have to roll out the dough and make, it would be a day celebration of cooking mad, whereas now it's just a few minutes. So that's what I'm saying. Things are getting faster. Things are changing. We have to change along with them. So we have to put our own ideas and our own spins onto these, so as we can. It's weird. It's a weird way of putting this, but so as we can catch up with the kids. I know they should be catching up with us, but we need to catch up with the kids, because they're going to bring the new ideas, the new things. So we need to bring ideas as well and not be stuck in the background. And at the end of the day, take time for yourself, relax, have some relaxation, put on a bit of relaxation music, close your eyes. Like, people think meditating is a big hullabaloo thing. It's really not. Put on some meditating music. Close your eyes, concentrate on your breaths in and out, and that's literally meditation. It's just a relaxation method. I'm not sure how today went. I don't know. I do need to catch up with algorithms and stuff. I need to get back onto Foodie Beauty. I actually think I'm going to pull on Foodie Beauty right now, and it feels like I was stone on my back. And see what she has to say this week. Yeah. See what's happening with Foodie and Amberlynn. We go with Foodie, unless the cards want to go with Amberlynn. What is Foodie up to? Is Foodie going? What's the best question to ask right now? Is Foodie Beauty trolling us? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Go on out. Is Foodie Beauty trolling us? Is this all a show? Is this all a show? I think it is. She knows what people. She's playing to the crowd. She knows what her people are all about. The people who react to her. She knows. She knows to play the thing. Like, I've often watched reactors stuff, and they'd say something. She's going to lose a foot, and then she'll come out and she'll show her feet. Or her and Salah are fighting, and she'll be like, she's playing to the crowd, man. I believe it. I well believe it. I don't know if I should take that one, so we'll leave that there. But I think it is for our foodles. So first should leave Foodie. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Um, I believe I was wrong. Um, I honestly thought, I honestly thought that she did troll us. Honestly, but it looks like not as much as I thought. Um, she's always making decisions, so she needs to make a decision, and she needs to ask herself which brings her closer to her divine purpose, and which takes her away from it all. Now, we all know food. You know, she won't listen to her divine purpose anyway. So I don't know about that. Um, if her divine purpose is trolling us, she is bringing herself closer to doing that trolling. Um, and she's not taking herself away from it. She's leaving herself there in that trolling mood. Um, but there's a lot of it that she's not trolling. A lot of it is her addiction and everything else. But those, like the other day when she was cooking the, actually any day she's cooking anything, she's totally trolling. She's completely at it. She loves the way the reactors like to zoom in on things and see what she's really doing. And her second-hand sister's lip gloss. You're not that poor, Foodles. Come on. Jesus. Yeah, me. Shmi probably did give you stuff, and your sister probably did give you stuff when you were in Canada the last time. But you always have a light worker over you, Foodie. Someone is always watching out for you, and that's how you haven't got yourself into a bad situation just yet. And possibly why you're ducking and diving through what you eat, how you like when you're. The saying goes twofold, right? Everyone says, but we don't know what she's doing off camera. True, we don't. But also, we don't know what she's doing off camera, if that makes sense. Because where one person could say that she's probably eaten all of that and she's eaten all of that now, and you know, she's going to eat salads and there's Omar and whatever. She's eating their food and she's ordering again. She's ordering takeout between all the things and all the things. But who's to say? Sometimes, especially when she got out with the car that day last week to see the camels, she can run. She can hop, skip, and a jump it over those little sand dunes better than me, let me tell you. And I'm wondering sometimes, like, are you doing stuff behind the scenes? I don't know. Maybe you do walk over as far as um the water. Although I do think, personally, I do think she has an issue with water. Um, it is a mental illness, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but it goes along with anxiety and all of that sort of stuff, and it's actually a fear of water. Um, and it's not a fear like you don't want to go and have a shower and you don't want to do this. This is a genuine fear. And even in the pool, okay, I have a whole different story on the pool and that place they're living, all completely different to this. But even the pool yesterday or Monday was half full, and she was still afraid walking in it. There's something going on there. Did something happen in her childhood? I'm not sure. Did something happen that she's afraid of water? has she got this it's not an illness, but it is a genuine fear. But the last one is for her to take care of herself, to mind herself, and take time out from. And everybody will be thinking, well, she always does. But no, I don't know. I think she's always making content and thinking of content of how she's going to annoy her reaction channels. And yeah, I am one too. I do have some foodie on my playlist that I've uploaded and stuff. So yeah. Poodles, I think you're just taking the cod now at this stage, and that's not fish. Don't be getting it twisted. So no Amberlyn, because my phone's going to die any minute, and I'll see you soon, people. I hope this helps people, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.